Hey guys, it's Cheap Tricks. I know we haven't been around for a while and appreciate your patience in waiting for some more content, but we do have some good news. Right now we've got a whole bunch of stuff currently in production for you guys, but right now, here's a quick review for patch 011 in the labs. Once again, appreciate ya. Check it out. Peace. So how do you guys like, I guess let's start off with Mobley. I know you've been playing a lot of labs lately, so how do you like the map so far?
Coming back from like a large break from EFT, Labs was such a refreshing map to just hop on and learn, especially with the new raiders that they put on there. It just makes moving around the map just so much harder. And because of that increased difficulty, it just made the game a lot more interesting to me and more of a challenge for me to move around in EFT now. So I did really enjoy Labs and the raiders that they put.
Yeah, so I was actually going to say, do you feel like it should stay as like the intermediate map being the most difficult map?
I would say for the time being, especially with the loot that can come out of the labs, I do think right now labs should be the most heavily guarded map.
Yeah, because like
Raiders.
it's pretty crazy in there. Like if you don't know what you're doing, you're just gonna get like bapped pretty quick. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and like with labs, you have to check around like all the corners. You have to check everything, and you have to move cautiously because if you expose an inch of yourself, like you're already at risk.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think, Fish?
I don't know. Overall I like the map. I think it introduces some problems with the economy for all the crazy farming that can just happen. But I think they've already kind of discussed that, and I think they already have some ideas to make it better.
Right. There's already
But,
things in mind that are kind of based around that. Like it's not going to be a map that's immediately available to players. It's going to be unlockable.
Yeah, exactly.
So on and so forth.
Exactly.
Oh snap! I didn't know that.
They said they want to make it. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think they said they want to make it so you have to go down into the basement and like turn the generators on to
Mhm.
get like light.
Oh yeah.
Oh snap! Yeah,
that'd
that's
be
So
really
that's so yeah. So it's really gonna it really slow the map down and add
for
like
real.
people wouldn't be able to just run in and farm. It would be more of a methodical adventure.
But I agree with you. All of the loot is pretty insane. It's a little too insane. After
Yeah.
like probably like an hour of farming, I probably made like 2 mil roofs. Just
Yeah.
literally going in there with a
and that
pistol and hitting all the loot spots.
and that would be considered slow.
Yeah, I think they're kind of testing the waters with what people are doing with that right now, and they're kind of seeing how the economy is affected. But at the same time, this is not a map that's going to be available to players right off the bat at all. This is going to be a hard map that's accessible, I think, through a quest line. That's what they said, but I'm not 100% on that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Overall, though, I like the way the map plays out. The dynamic extractions.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. The
It's exciting.
interactions with the extractions that you need to do in action before you can extract.
So the next point we have is the customs expansion. I'll just briefly touch on that. I feel like it was so necessary to get that done and out of the way. It felt like it was coming this whole time, just like looking over there, and like the way that the map was shaped, it was way too linear before. Opening up that section, especially like with Oilers spawn being so clustered and shit like that, it was really it's really important for them to get that done and over with to make customs better. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. I really see, like, when I'm playing customs now, is like before it would just, if you spawned in boiler, it was like only one team is making its way out of there.
Yep.
There was no
It's
there
like
was
shit.
no like
boiler.
Exactly. There was no way to get out and like sneak around or anything. So yeah, I now that they've added that expansion, you really see less deaths happening on that side of the map and just spread it out. Like,
Yeah.
I agree. It was way needed.
It was nice too that the expansion opened up other vantage points that can look and oversee the map
Mhm.
from the expansion. From the expansion, you can look and get some altitude and look over boiler and look over gas station and into industrial and all those areas where you couldn't before because all that land behind gas station was blocked off.
So the next point is the new weapons and equipment. So like the new armored rigs, for example, and the new chest armors. I think there's new contacts too, but I haven't tried any of that personally.
Yeah,
yeah, a lot of content in this one for sure. More variety, you know.
Yeah,
Kinda
yeah.
nice.
So like instead of having a chest armor, you can just have an armored rig, you know?
Because there was that other vest too that they added in that was just armor, and it has like
Right.
2 magazine slots. It's kind of like a scav vest almost, but with armor.
Like I haven't tried any of the new guns really because I haven't got to play that much this patch, so I haven't really unlocked anything. Like I haven't even got to try the
Well,
Yeah,
the
416.
HK kind of, I mean, obviously it feels like an M4. It's not
Yeah.
it's not a big gap.
Just shoots a
The
little faster.
yeah, I want to get my hands on the RPK. I haven't.
Yeah,
haven't touched
man,
that.
the RPK, dude. I totally haven't even touched it either. So sucks we're doing
And
this
I've
shot
things
at-
review. Not even trying.
I've shot it once, and
Okay.
like it feels like a good gun, but there's nothing that's like, it's just not worth bringing it out. Like
Yeah.
the ammo for it, the good ammo for it is like super expensive. To get the gun is like ridiculously expensive.
The one thing
So
I
it's
like
like,
about
it's
it though
not
is
really
that
worth
it has that insane drum mag thing.
Right.
Yeah,
You'll reload twice in a raid and you'll be done.
Okay. Point number 4 is the current meta imbalance. So I guess we kind of touched on that before with the economy, but Fish has gotten a lot deeper into like PvP than me this patch, so he probably knows better. But
Yeah, I've got a lot to say about this one.
yeah. So how do you feel about current like PvP balances and metas?
I think for player versus player, I think they're starting to slope back down to the leg meta. You're seeing a lot, even the AI is going back to the leg meta, even though a while ago they said that they took the legs out of the AI's vision, and then they're just saying it's bullet drop, but you're dying point blank from leg shots, like, so
Yeah.
I've had that happen.
there's something
times, yeah.
there's something going on there. Yeah, there's like, you could be standing looking straight at them, no obstructions in the way, and they shoot you in the leg. There's something going on there. So yeah, the leg meta is definitely creeping back. I think they're starting to get the ammo damage balancing, and they're starting to figure it out a little bit, I think.
Yeah, same here. I think they're
Kill
getting
time.
close to what they want with ammo.
The kill times are starting to come back, if you hit people in critical spots, and then if you have a whole bunch of armor, you're not dying like right away.
Yeah. There's still a
Yeah.
couple of ammos that are stinky, but there's not as many as before. Like I can name 2 ammos I think that right now that are kind of stinky, but they're not even that bad. Like I mean 9x19 kind of is bad, 9x18 kind of is bad, even though there's a huge variety of them, even though they all kind of suck anyways, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else has any other experiences, but
Nothing that I've experienced myself, but I've seen people use Fort in this patch, and they just need to tank a lot of bullets. I feel like the Fort might need a small nerf because the tank is really bullet spongy. I've seen people primarily on labs, like with a full get up, but they're wearing a Fort, and they're just like legit walking and just gunning down everything they see. But it's the leg meta that ends up getting them killed.
yeah, exactly.
Or either that, or their fort eventually runs out of duration or life points, and then they die.
How do you guys feel about the current state of optimizations and I guess like hit reg and whatever, like server performance, stuff like that? Feel like it's good?
I think they've taken a step back I don't know what they've done from playing when they released that patch a while ago that we all came back for and played happily.
It's like
And
09
then
or
taking
010 or something.
Yeah, whatever network fix they did, and like the game felt really good for a while. Now that they've kind of hit the 11 mark, you're getting more. I'm getting more of those stutters, those like scav spawn stutters.
Oh yeah.
Like
That's so weird.
That was basically, it was gone for a while, or like not gone, but like it was like reduced heavily for a really long time there.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Maybe it has to do with like the animation system. You know, who knows what it has to do with? But
they did say that was one of their highest priorities right now, is to fix the stuttering. But I mean, they've always said that.
But yeah, it's super insane. Like, I think the stuttering is pretty bad right now, worse than it's been the previous patch. Especially like for instance, like if we're all running up to Shoreline together, like right before we hit the resort, right before we go into it, we'll just get like this massive stutter. There's nothing you can do about it. And then your teammates, like even sometimes you'll hit massive desync as soon as you hit the resort, or your teammates are just behind and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, once you get in like 200 meters of the resort, all the assets load in and all the fucking
and shit just starts to get desyncy and weird.
Yeah, that's the other problem we've had, is like, because before, it's again the older patch, they had that update for like all of the LOD objects and whatnot. In Shoreline, we were going into the resort and we were getting like really good consistent frame rates. And now I've seen that slowly decline, and now it's starting to get very inconsistent.
Yeah, it's like spotty. So, some days it's actually good, and I'm like, this is actually nice, and then some days it's just completely fucked. So I don't know if that's a server thing or what's the deal with that. Because also sometimes things happen on servers that cause overall lag for everybody, right? Like if a grenade goes off and it breaks a window, and then a piece of glass fucking falls on the ground and it's bouncing around and the fucking physics are going crazy and it's fucking blah, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like whatever. But who knows? They'll ever fix that, or if they'll ever even get Unity 2018 in the fucking game here.
It's definitely, there's definitely been worse optimization.
Yeah, we've had way worse patches. So,
but it's also been better, so you know.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait till the next talk or whatever, the next hotfix.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be, the next patch is supposed to be purely hotfix. So. We'll see what happens there. Okay, the next point is predictions and hopes for the future, which is what we just said, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's definitely one of them. It's just like straight up network fixes, Unity 2018.
Hopefully we can get
I think there's still some like work in progress images.
Yeah, there's like the hideout. There's the hideout. Yeah, they dropped some work in progress textures and whatnot and models that I posted in the Discord.
Okay, like the biggest thing about the hideout that excites me is being able to go there with my squad in between raids to invite my squad.
I'm just hoping that they add cool little things. Like, it'd be cool if like you could find like a pack of cards, and then when everybody's taking a break, at the hideout, and somebody's gearing up, maybe we can play a quick round of like blackjack, and like bet rubles or ammo or whatever.
That's a good idea, man.
Like just small things like that. Yeah.
There's still some things that we're waiting on that I've seen animations for. Like, I've seen the animation for using the multi-tool to lockpick doors. I've also seen the animation to hold your pistol in one hand and the flashlight in the other. There's still so many things that we're waiting on.
That's true, man. They fucking told us we're gonna have the flashlight pistol. Huge shout out to DJ Backpack 187. He's gonna be providing us with music for the channel, so go check him out on SoundCloud. Links in the description. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see some more of these videos, let us know in the comments below. Appreciate you. Stay tuned.